big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the... Yard line.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Isaiah Pacheco with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's got room. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Dancing to his left.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Cards are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Nifty move. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss out wide to McAllister. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result,
We'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Speedy, elusive, always a threat to get to the quarterback. Frank Clark remains a high-end defender and made his 3rd straight Pro Bowl in 2021.
Running right, here's McAllister. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run for it with counter. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cardinals unable to convert.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for KC. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, nifty. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Play fake. Murray.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Second and 10.
To throw is Murray. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Taken in at the 11.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
first down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Murray now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got Burton here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end Kelsey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be caught by Tony. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The line ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
A handoff to McAllister. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Murray. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 38, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with the 3rd-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Takes it to about the 37.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then, that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Murray a give. This is Conner. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Mahomes.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give, McAllister with it. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now the rookie's free. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy